I just wanted to give a special message to all the female leaders out there, especially the moms. I know sometimes when you are building this business, it can pull from you and it could be wearing, and especially if you have little kids at home. And I have a lot of great female leaders on my team, like Johanna Mockett and Dana Lagatuda, Kim DePello, and I see these guys struggle, and I know I have too with, when my daughter Daisy became 18 months old, I started feeling like, am I spending enough time with her at home? Am I spending enough time in the office? Am I neglecting my team? Am I neglecting my family? And so all of a sudden, for the first time in my career, I had this big distraction in my head, this worry. Well, I first went out, obviously, and talked to my leaders. You always, with these challenges, you go up and they want to help you, they love you, and they want you to succeed. So I went to Rich and Cindy Thali, and I laid this problem out to them. And of course, they've been there too. So they were able to kind of help me through this. And so hopefully this will give you some hope. But, this business is to strengthen your family. Your family should be the core unit of the reason why you're trying to win. And so I think that most people have a job and everything kind of revolves around that job, where we believe that the family should be the core unit and your business should just be an extension of who you are and what you stand for, and it should be supporting that family. So it's faith and family first, business third, and everything else a distant, fourth, fifth, whatever. So when I came in this business, I realized, especially when I started having kids, that a lot of hobbies and, these things on the side, I had to do less of that. I had to put up some hobbies and not do as many of these things. Now, I still want to keep my health and fitness, and so I have enough energy for my 4 little kids, but family and faith comes first. So my husband and I are in very good communication, and if you are a single mom, that's okay too. Just look at your resources. What do you have as resources? Maybe you have a friend. Maybe you have, an aunt or a mom or someone else. Figure out what all your resources are. Maybe you have a friend that you say, hey, can you watch my kids on Tuesday night while I have this thing at the office? And then I'll watch your kids when you go do that thing, that gym class that you want to do, or, whatever. And so you kind of do this babysitting swap so that you don't have to spend so much money on babysitting. You figure it out. There's always resources that you could utilize. Then with your spouse, if you are married, or someone that is a good support of you, that supports you in business, that supports that you're doing this business, could be a parent, it could be a good best friend or something. Make sure that you're telling them, this is what I need. My husband and I, we communicate every day now, but at least once a week we do a family night, and then we do where we open our calendars and we say, okay, what's on the calendar? Let's plan in the faith building stuff. Let's plan in our family night. Let's plan in our family trips or days or whatever. So the family time is built in. It's like Stephen Covey's analogy when he says, put the big rocks in first and then all the little rocks will fit, versus trying to put all this little WFG stuff in and then trying to fit your family around that. So we plan in all of the family stuff first. It's all in the calendar. And then that way, when let's say you're running for a promotion. I know what it's like to run for a CEO promotion or even an SMD promotion, and you are like tunnel vision, going crazy, trying to hit a deadline. And a couple months could go by and you realize, oh my gosh, I haven't spent any time with my 13-year-old and she needs me. And so I plan in mommy dates. Sean does daddy dates, daddy interviews. We do like a family day that we plan in a month. We do a family night, which I really encourage. We do it Sunday night, and the kids look forward to it, where we do this family night where, gosh, when you have teenagers especially, it's a great way to monitor attitudes and, who they're associating with and how they're feeling. And so we do this little, thing Sunday night, and everybody knows that they're not off with their friends and they don't do sports on that night, that this is the time that we're together as a family. And sometimes we'll hang out and watch a movie, but a lot of times we'll do a little lesson. One of Sean and I will do it, or one of the kids will do it. We have a treat so that they're wanting to come and enjoy, the time together. And so I just encourage that you have planned in family time. That way, when you're going nuts and you're going all in this business, you're not having that guilty feeling in the back of your mind, because you know that you are taking care of those other things. And just to be totally honest, even Rich and Cindy Thali, as wonderful and strong as their family and marriage is, it's not always perfect balance. Sean and I, it's not always perfect balance. We strive to have good balance, but it's not always like that. Sometimes in the business, we're on a run, or there's some big goal we're trying to hit, and we're tipped a little bit towards, more time in the business and more energy there. Sometimes someone in our family needs something, and then we're spending some more energy there. And so you as a parent have to understand that. The other thing I learned from Monty Home was in your business plan. He starts his business plan off with 4 categories: faith, family, fitness, finance, or business. And so all of the goals start in those 4 areas. And so I do the same thing. I just kind of draw a little X or cross down my paper: faith, family, fitness, finance, and that's where I start the beginning of my business plan. And so every night, like if Monty was hard charging in the business on a big promotional run or something, or if I am, even though we're like tunnel vision and trying to get something done, every night and every morning when we reread that plan, it rebalances us. It helps us to remember long-term why we're doing this, and helps us to remember kind of, the little things that we might be neglecting. Hopefully that helps.